time. Just leave it. And then like the camera zooms in on the apple like it's gonna save the day or something. Like hello and welcome to the Ben and Ben Show, the podcast. Your one-stop shop for movie reviews and analysis.
But we have nothing on sale except our personalities and a good time. We could get merch at some point, maybe. I don't know. We may license merch at some point. That is on the to-do list. What I'm saying is I want to make t-shirts.
I would love t-shirts.
Would be fun.
I
need
with
new
generic
t-shirts.
quotes that we have.
Like we're the one-shop stop for a good time and our personalities. Thank you. It's good to be back. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
I don't know if we need to introduce ourselves, but yeah, episode 2. We did it. We're moving forward.
Episode 2. It's about time.
It's about time.
How are you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just semester is ending soon, and getting some work done is the big thing. We're getting there. We're doing things. How about you? How's it going?
You know, so I was looking on the McDonald's website earlier. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
And I was going through to try to see like what Happy Meal toys they had, like right now. Okay.
Right. As adult men. Continue.
As an adult. And I discovered that the current Happy Meal toy, because I thought it might be today's topic. No, it's not today's topic. It is actually The Masked Singer on Fox.
What?
Yeah, it's The Masked Singer.
So are like the toys?
Because kids love it.
Like, so with the toys, is it like you unmask them and then you have like a mini, like?
They're like little action figures of like the characters that people dress up in.
Right.
So it's just like.
But those are celebrities
Fursuits,
underneath
but there's no celebrities in the toys. I don't think. I think it's literally just...
Look, I would love a mini action figure of John Goodman or something. Like you unmask it. It's like, oh my gosh, I have a tiny...
I want a little
Eddie
John
Murphy.
Goodman.
Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, I would love that. And
I want a little
kids
John
asking
Goodman
their parents, like, who
for Christmas?
Who is this?
If they ever make a toy, if McDonald's ever makes like a Happy Meal but for adults, you know,
yeah,
like a depressing meal or something.
Wow, yeah, reality meal, reality check. The calories are right on the box. Look at it.
I think they should just have like random people that like know what, like they're semi-obscure, like Tony Hawk, you know, like just Tony Hawk the action figure. It's just a little Tony Hawk. He doesn't do anything. He just has like a skateboard in his hand, and he's like, I don't know, his other hand's like doing like the okay, like aha, you know, like or like a thumbs up or something. I want a little Tony Hawk thumbs up.
And then I wouldn't wait to grow up because I would want to grow up. I want that Tony Hawk. I guess I am an adult, but no, yeah, I like that. Even us adults kind of wouldn't mind a fun prize.
Yeah,
rather than a crossword on the back of a brand box or something like in cereal.
Nothing like a crossword puzzle.
I know it's better for my heart, but I want a toy. It's better for my soul.
You know what else is good for your soul?
What?
Nostalgia.
Oh,
we have been blessed recently. Yeah, this is the transition I'm using.
I like
it. We have been blessed recently with fresh from Illumination in collaboration with Nintendo.
Yes,
the new Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yes, let's go. Yeah. Wahoo. The movie we're gonna talk about today is the Super Mario movie that came out. When did it come out? That was
April 5th.
April 5th. Oh, that's true.
And we are currently recording this on the 16th. So it's been about 10 days since it's come out.
Since, and then we saw it the 11. Friday. But yeah, no, it came out. The trailers were shocking. It was like, they're actually doing this. Especially seeing the cast, it was like, they're actually doing this.
You were very excited about this.
Oh, I'm very excited. And I am also very surprised that McDonald's did not have this as the toy. That is really surprising to me.
The Masked Singer. Kids love it.
But yes,
they had Kermit the Frog once.
No, that would be a great toy. But no, I would love to have a Super Mario character because, the movie came out and let's talk about it. I like video games. I like movies. And this is literally the combination of that.
Yeah. So here's the here's the synopsis straight from the Super Mario movie website. While working underground to fix a water main, Brooklyn plumbers Mario, Chris Pratt, and brother Luigi, Charlie Day, are transported down a mysterious pipe and wander into a magical new world. But when the brothers are separated, Mario embarks on an epic quest to find Luigi. With the assistance of the Mushroom Kingdom resident Toad, Keegan-Michael Key, and some training from the strong-willed ruler of Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach, Anya Taylor-Joy. Is it Anya? Anya Taylor-Joy. Mario taps into his own power. You know what I really like about the synopsis is it's very vague on what happens. If Mario taps into his own power, that's the movie.
Yes.
It's just him discovering something about himself. What is it? I don't know.
But it is his own power. Even though I feel like that goes against kind of what the theme of this movie is. But yeah, Mario taps into his own power. Because like everything, it's always about Mario. No one else.
It's okay to be bitter. It's okay.
I'm a bit bitter. Yeah.
The directors, so the two directors for this movie, both worked on the they were both directors on the Teen Titans Go show and the movie that came out, I think a year or two ago. I'm pretty sure. And then it was Aaron Horvath, who also did Mad TV, and Michael Jelenic, who did The Batman 2005 and Batman the Brave and the Bold 2008. And then the screenwriter for this show was Matthew Fogel, who was also a screenwriter on the second Lego movie and Minions Rise of Gru.
They have some chops for writing a kids movie. Have some backgrounds in there. And then the cast, as we've already hinted, but I want to emphasize like how big of a cast this is and how it was very surprising watching the trailer for this all. They include Chris Pratt as Mario. You know him from like Parks and Recreation and Guardians of the Galaxy. Charlie Day plays Luigi. He's very famous for his role in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anya Taylor-Joy plays Peach. She was popular in The Queen's Gambit. Jack Black as Bowser. I feel like I don't even need to list off like what Jack Black is in. I feel like at this point Jack Black is almost like a household name.
Everyone knows
but
him.
you know him from Kung Fu Panda, School of Rock, and many, many other films. Keegan-Michael Key plays Toad. He was famous for the Key and Peele comedy sketch show. He's on Comedy Central. He's also appeared in other films like The Lion King. Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong. I feel like Seth Rogen, again, another pretty... I mean, these are all pretty big household names. But Seth Rogen, yeah, just his laugh. That's what we should credit him for, just his laugh. But no, yeah, he appears also in The Lion King. He's the warthog. And then he's Pumbaa. And also has many, many other movies like Pineapple Express and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Superbad, other stuff. And then we got...
I will say one person that I really liked about this was Kevin Michael Richardson. I've never really I didn't recognize his name. I mean, he's done stuff in Mortal Kombat, Transformers, Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, it was Captain Gantu in Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
you didn't know that. Yeah.
That's him, and he plays Kamek?
Yeah. When the trailer first came out, I was blown away, not by the voice of any other person except Kamek, like the little wizard Koopa.
Yeah.
I love his voice is just amazing. He's incredible. And then we also have special guest Charles Martinet.
Charles Martinet.
I have done him a disservice. I'm so sorry.
Do you? Oh yeah. Did you? Yeah. He's the voice. So he's the original voice of Mario. He is Mario. If you have ever heard Mario in any like video game, that is the voice you are hearing right now. The Let's Go. That's Charles Martinet.
Because I think he plays like Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario, like basically every single voice in the Mario games.
I'm actually gonna look up who.
Not entirely sure, but in this movie he did play Mario's dad, and I'm pretty sure he played the one guy that was playing Jumpman.
Yeah, he's the one. It's also a great. We're jumping ahead. First, I want to emphasize like these last three names, like these last two are the voice act. Like they're like famous voice actors. Like if you like, they're probably not like they're household names for people who. I mean, for Charles Martinet, if you're a big Nintendo fan, you know who Charles is. Yeah, we're on a first name basis. I like him. And then
he's my best friend.
Kevin Michael Richardson. That would be awesome to have Mario as my best friend. And then Kevin Michael Richardson, like, yeah, like those are like big voice actors, and I'm glad we include them in here. They deserve the praise. But yeah, Charles Martinet, Wario, Waluigi, and also their baby equivalents to Luigi and Mario and all of the He's pretty important to Nintendo and pretty important to likely your childhood. And yeah, he voices the guy. There's a scene in the very beginning where Mario and Luigi make a commercial and they do a voice. Like they're doing very strong Italian accents. And they're doing like check out our plumbing business. And then it's a good joke of Mario like asking Luigi, like, do you think the accent was like too strong? And then Charles Martinet like doing his classic Mario voice was like, no, it was excellent. Like what? Like wahoo, way to go! And I was like, it's because like Mario, like it's a very exaggerated whatever Italian voice, and
but it's fun.
It's fun, and it was a nice little nod. But I also like that he plays Mario's dad. I didn't never really process that when they have that scene, but we'll get into that. I think we should get into that whole stuff in a bit. But yeah, big cast, and it's just weird. It was weird that this film was made, and I was totally up for it.
So why did we even watch this film? I'll go first. I'm not a huge Nintendo person. It's mainly because I'm friends with you and a bunch of other Nintendo people you're Nintendo people now, who were absolutely ecstatic to watch this movie. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll tag along. And I'm glad I did. But I didn't really I don't know. I wasn't there just for Mario. I was there for the friends that I made along the way. It's kind
of... I think it's like seeing a weird menu item. Like you're at an ice cream store, parlor. I don't know. You're at an ice cream place, and there's like a new ice cream flavor, I don't know, like fried Oreo or something. Like it's something that you're like, I know what this is, and this probably sounds amazing, but I'm gonna try it because I'm also like, what is this? Like I don't how do you get fried food in ice cream? I don't know if that's making any sense, but it's like you see something that you're like, I just need to try it. And that's what this movie was to me. It was like, what is this? Let's order it just to try it, just to see what it is. Because, not a lot of... I feel like video game movies have been on the rise recently with the Sonic movie, Detective Pikachu. Those are, I know more Nintendo related, but there's definitely... The Witcher and The Last of Us have also had their moments in the media recently. Right. So it's just kind of I was very intrigued that Nintendo, who is very, very protective of their properties, were allowing Illumination to make this movie. And not only was it a movie, a kid's animated movie, it had Jack Black voicing Bowser. Like, it was just like, what is this?
Which I think some of that too is just like, especially with the cast, like like you said, like Nintendo allowed Illumination to produce this. Like it wasn't necessarily a like, I don't know, because they're very protective and they really want to do whatever's best. And so I feel like they definitely were just like, hey, we'll throw a bunch of money around as long as we get whoever's hot right now to voice our stuff.
I could potentially see that, but yeah, I don't like. Maybe they were interested. Maybe like, yeah, it would be interesting to see like what would this movie have been like with just more voice actors rather than actors.
Because I gotta be honest, when the first like trailer came out, you know, I'm not. If I was a casting director, Chris Pratt would not be my first choice for Mario.
Just do Charles Martinet. He's right there. He's right there.
He can do it.
But no, it was just like it was like seeing your teacher at the store, right? It's like the worlds are colliding. This is weird. But instead of running away when I was a child in this situation, if I was a kid, I'd be like, let's see this movie. This is just... Maybe that made no sense, but I think it did.
It made a little sense.
Okay. But yeah, like that's why I wanted to see it. I'm a big Nintendo fan. It was very strange, but I wanted to see it on the big screen and experience, and also just like it's fun going to the movies with a group. And we did. And we saw it, and we will give you the review, but I think it was a very interesting film, to say the least.
So our thoughts overall. What Ben, what are your thoughts? First thoughts coming out of that movie?
I liked it. I liked the movie. It was just kind of a strange like clashing of worlds, but also in a good way. I enjoyed the references. There were also very goofy moments. I will say it was just, there were many times that felt like they were, I mean, it's a kid's movie, so obviously like they're not going to do anything like too experimental or whatever. And there was kind of a generic what is it called? Like trope of like, you know, Mario and Luigi are in our world and they get sucked into the fantastical Mario world and Mushroom Kingdom, and it's all like just kind of the typical hero's journey of Mario figuring out his place or whatever in this kingdom and going on this journey to discover himself and his true power. But yeah, I just felt like there were moments where they were using more time to explore or like establish the Mushroom Kingdom world and like kind of make sure everything makes sense rather than play with just kind of the stuff they had. Like there is a lot of play in the movie. There's a lot of references and like taking concepts that I would not expect them to use in this movie. Like Mario Kart is big in this movie, and that is a direction I would never expect. But they really explore that, and it is fun. But just the like them crossing out the boxes to make sure like everything kind of makes sense, and also like I had this thought of like it's like Spider-Man. Like we all know the Spider-Man story at this point.
Sure.
So it's like they were able to, like in the new recent like Marvel Spider-Man movies, they just jumped into a new timeline. There was no bitten by the spider scene and him like reacting to his powers and then a training montage and like Uncle Ben getting, you know, like shot. Like there was none of that. Like they just jumped into the movie. And so I almost think like maybe I'm just, because I'm a big Mario fan or whatever, it's like, I already know all of it. Like I already know the Mushroom Kingdom and stuff. Let's just jump, like let's play around with this. Like you're in the Mushroom Kingdom, like what are you gonna do? Instead we're like, well, let's establish like, oh, Bowser's bad. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously Bowser's bad. Like it's just so like maybe that's what my thoughts were, is like, but that's where I'm kind of excited like for the potential of a sequel to see where they can take the material they have, because rather than just establishing again the world, now they're able to have some more fun with the world.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it was very, I guess my first initial thoughts of it was just, this is a kid's movie.
Right.
And we are not the primary demographic.
No.
Because I know, like, there was a mutual friend of ours that we went to go see it with, and he wasn't super impressed. You know, he was very like, they could have done this better, and it's like, okay, yeah, but this is also just for kids who have a short attention span, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't know, like, the movie moves fast, it covers a lot of ground. The thing that got me a lot was just like animation or like just jokes here and there. I mean, like, I don't know, like, I didn't love Toad. I didn't love him, but every time I saw him on screen, he had just a dumb look on his face that just made me crack up. It's just little things like that, or like, I don't know, there was toads interacting with each other, and like the apple scene, when they're all like evacuating because Bowser's coming, and one of them's trying to grab apples, and another one's like, "No, there's no time. Just leave it." And then like the camera zooms in on the apple, like it's gonna save the day or something. Like it was just moments like that really got me, and that's that combination with like, you know, all the negatives I really had about it, just being like, you know, it's a kids movie. I think that just kind of combined to me leaving the theater. Like, I was happy. I was happy with the money I spent. I was satisfied.
I think, let's talk about I think this kind of silly moments. Like just to me, that's when the movie really shined for me. Like Jack Black as Bowser is the best. I am a big Bowser fan. Bowser's my favorite, like top 3 favorite video game characters. I love him. And so when Jack Black was voicing him, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit concerned because I like Jack Black. I do like him, but he's a silly guy. Like that's his thing. He's the class clown. And I wanted like, evil, like Darth Vader-esque Bowser, like very intimidating. No, like it was like, and then seeing this, I was like, no, because like, and this is now I'm going to nerd out for a little bit. Like in the Mario games, like Bowser is also goofy. Like in the RPG like franchise they have in it, like Bowser he's a dumb ruler who's very self-confident and like just makes dumb mistakes and whatever. And it was just like Jack Black nailed it. Bowser is he's a silly villain. He's not Darth Vader. He wants to marry a princess. Okay, like that's it. That's his only motivation. And then like there's games where he steals cake. You know, like he's not going to be intimidating. Like, and he still can be intimidating. And I think Jack Black, when he needed to, he put on like a gruff, scary face, and I loved it. Bowser was intimidating, but also he had fun, it seemed. There were fun moments with Bowser anytime, and of course it being Jack Black, there was a song which we'll get into, I feel like later, but like Bowser singing like a serenade and like his back and forth with Kamek, who like those were the peaks of the movie for me. And then like any of the silly moments like Toad with the apple, there was like there's the fight scene in the trailer between Bowser and the penguins. Like those were the moments where like this is a great movie. Like I'm laughing. And then like the moments where again it was just kind of like the plot and them like establishing like Mario is the hero or whatever. Like it was just very generic, like Mario. It was a very basic thing. It was like, oh, okay. I want more. I want more silly moments. I don't care about Mario. I want these more fun moments, and that's where I think when the movie really shined is when they had a little more creative freedom to realize, like to do stuff like that, and not just let's go on this hero's journey.
Well, because we were talking the other day, and like no one's favorite character is Mario.
No,
you know. Like everyone's like he can be a second favorite, a third favorite, but no one's favorite is Mario. Like he's the hero, but he's just kind of the generic hero. Like I will play a lot of other characters. Like I don't know, I'm a Waluigi man, you know? I'm a Waluigi man and Luigi man before I'm a Mario man. Mario's great, but I like these other guys better, you know? And so, I agree with you. Like getting those moments with other characters and just kind of exploring the goofiness of the world was really, really fantastic.
And there were goofy moments with Mario, like, and he definitely had more character. Like, just seeing Mario like playing, like in his childhood bedroom, playing on an SNES. That's funny. That's funny watching him
right
do that. Like, there is like moments, but it's just like, yeah, he just felt he was just the generic hero, and that's what the story is. It was a I mean, he is a brother. General hero arc of just like, yeah, he went on this journey and he did the thing. And I want like the cast, as you talked about, and we can talk about that too, is just like, it's a big cast. And I felt like not all of them had moments to really shine outside, like shine with their characters, except Jack Black's Bowser. I love that. And Kamek. Kamek was great. Those two, anytime they were on screen. But it was like the others, I just wanted more. I wanted more moments.
I understand that. I guess we could probably talk about the cast right now. Like we kind of said before, like when the trailer came out, or there was like a promotional video or something, and Chris Pratt was like, "Yay, it's me, Mario." That's not the voice. You have to wait to hear the voice. That was the voice. that was Mario.
Right.
It was just Chris Pratt. I don't know. I mean, it was. I think. Okay, here's my opinion of Mario and Chris Pratt playing him. Mario's not your favorite. Chris Pratt's also not the favorite, but he did the job. You know,
right?
Like,
yeah,
I think
Mario.
In that respect, he fits him very well.
That's funny.
Charlie Day, fantastic as Luigi. I liked him. I wish he got a little bit more time. He didn't really
exactly.
Time.
Yeah.
I guess that goes for a lot of these characters. Seth Rogen, I feel like he could have laughed a bit more. As Donkey Kong. Every time he laughed, I just started cracking up. It was fantastic. I will say though, did you know? So the Penguin King,
yeah,
right, is played by Carey Payton, who, and I was looking this up. He plays Cyborg in Teen Titans.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he's that guy. I did not know that. This guy.
Well, that's where it's like the voice actors they have. I mean, like, I think because voice actors is their job to have, like, I mean, yeah, to do these voices and make them more dynamic. Right. And as you were saying, like Chris Pratt and Anya Taylor-Joy. Like, I felt like even Keegan-Michael Key, like, there were just, I wanted more. Like, it was just their voices. I mean, Keegan-Michael Key, he had a voice, like, I felt like like auto-tune kind of thing happening, or maybe he was doing the voice. We kind of interested.
I think he was doing the voice, but it was. I feel like that one could have been a little bit more like, I don't know, the writing.
Yeah, I would say. But yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Pratt, I felt like were kind of the weaker. It was just their voices, and
yeah,
I wanted more dynamic. I wanted, like, Jack Black is fine being goofy because he is a goofy man, and that's where I think, like, just even Seth Rogen, even like he's a goofy dude, and I felt like there wasn't really moments where he cut loose. It was just kind of Seth Rogen talking. So I wanted
especially
more,
since this is like it's an animated kids movie, like, just let loose, have fun with it, like, make some goofy voices. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. And yeah, like, I think it would be interesting if they just had a list of voice actors. I feel like it would have been more dynamic moments, or just feeling. Maybe Mario would be less bland. But yeah, they have a lot of talent on here, and I felt like it wasn't used for the most highest quality. Except Jack Black. He nailed it.
Yeah. Jack Black, just amazing. You did nothing wrong.
Bowser, oh my god. Just for Bowser alone is why you should see this movie. I loved it.
Especially Bowser's song. We want to move into
nice
soundtracks.
transition. Yeah.
Thank you. Peaches,
You've probably heard it, even if you've not seen this movie. It's been all over the internet. Peaches is a banger. It's a good song. Gets
It's
stuck in your
incredible.
head. It's also we were because it is in a movie. Technically, it is like a nominee for an Oscar. It could be a nominee.
It should be.
And just like even if it doesn't win, I would love for Jack Black to perform Peaches at the Oscars. That would be, again, just like, what is the world we live in?
You know he's going to show up in, like, a turtle suit and, like...
Yeah, no. There would be dancers dressed up as Koopas. Like, it would be a whole big production. And it's just Mario. Oh, gosh. That'd be a weird thing, and I want it, which is what this movie was. It was a weird thing, and I want it.
I do want to talk about... So, originally, Jack Black wasn't supposed to sing in this.
Really?
So he didn't know until about halfway through the recording process. There was no talk of singing or anything. And then I believe the directors came to him and they were like, "Oh, hey, how'd you feel about Bowser singing a song?" And he's like, "I don't really know." He says that he's very protective of like his music career side of it. So like if he sings a song, he wants it to be like a certain way, or you know what I mean? Like it to carry a certain, and they said, okay, but can you just like try to just listen to it and tell us what you think? And so he heard the song and he was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. There's no way I'm not going to do that. So we almost missed out on Jack Black singing, but luckily he did. And we got one of the greatest songs
of 2023
of 2023, Peaches. But yeah, and then there were a lot of the soundtrack. I mean, overall soundtrack of it, I liked. You know, I felt like they did a good job, kind of combining the music, like the Mario music, with I don't know,
orchestrated.
Into more like into like plot oriented music that like goes with
that was awesome.
It was pretty good. The one thing that kind of took they had DK Rap was in this movie. Fantastic.
This is a hint at at the references that I think we should talk about next. But yes, like talking about like DK Rap was in there. Just like there were moments where you weren't expecting like video game like Mario Kart again is a big thing, and they had like if you've played Mario Kart 8, they had like the song that plays when you're picking carts. Like there were just moments that you're not expecting it, and you're like, wait, I know this song, and then it happened. And I think that's kind of part of the charm of this film. Is just a lot of like, wait, I know that, and then like it's in another context that you're not expecting. But no, like yeah, there was just hearing orchestrated versions of like the Mario theme, the Star theme, like it's all stuff you know, and it's just kind of, I think it was just weird and fun seeing it on the big screen. Like the similar thing of like knowing the Star Wars theme or the Indiana Jones theme. Now the Star theme is in movie theaters, and it's catchy, and you know it. And it was very powerful.
Here's the thing I was not expecting though. I did not expect Mr. Blue Sky, Thunderstruck, Take on Me, Holding Out for a Hero, or No Sleep Till Brooklyn to be in the Mario movie. No. But they were. I don't know. I feel like they were okay. I felt like they were just kind of put in there like, these are popular songs that kind of like No Sleep Till Brooklyn while they're running through Brooklyn.
Right.
Okay. Like
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't know if they needed that song. I feel like the long list of Mario or even just like any video game like Nintendo owns it would be kind of cool if I don't know if they own Streets of Rage, but if they had like some sort of video game like theme incorporated into it instead of just doing No Sleep Till Brooklyn, I'd be like, oh, that's a cool reference. But yeah, I think.
Well, even that whole sequence was just kind of, I mean, this is kind of goes along with the references too. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but like they were playing No Sleep Till Brooklyn while Mario and Luigi were basically just running through the streets of Brooklyn, jumping and doing essentially the Mario levels. And it was like, okay.
It looked like a Mario level.
I get it. I get it. Or
And
like
I
I don't know,
loved it.
like Thunderstruck, Take on Me, like Mr. Blue Sky. They played Mr. Blue Sky while he was waking up, and he like
Yeah,
started a new day. Like it's like okay, all right, I get it, but you coulda done something
felt very
else.
out of place. It's weird. It felt more like obviously it
I
like
don't expect
hearing the
Mario
Mario Kart.
existing in the same universe as Mr. Blue Sky. Like that's just
Right.
kind of weird to me.
It is weird. And yeah, like it was more it's like more references to people who like maybe not like don't know Mario too well, but like, hey, I know this song, so I can relate. Or maybe
Right.
like because there were a lot of like, I mean, I don't know of our listeners out there like how old you guys are, but I feel like it was more classic rock music, something you would hear like No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Take on Me, Thunderstruck. It's more kind of 80s, 90s vibe. So maybe that also kind of helps with like when was Mario kind of like popular and stuff and like starting on the rise. So I think that maybe
I didn't even
could
think
be
about that.
like an argument there. Like it's establishing like the nostalgia feel of like, oh, I remember in the 80s listening to the song and playing Mario. I don't know. That might be kind of a jump, but it's still, yeah, it's just, I think we just live in a time where like that's kind of the formula. Having a soundtrack full of classic rock or like hits, pop hits music tends to be popular. And especially in trailers now, like it's the same kind of thing, like
Right.
just including this stuff. And I don't know, it was very out of place. It was definitely like a laugh where you get is like, is this happening kind of laugh? Not so much as this makes sense, as more of what is this? I'm gonna laugh at this because this is strange.
Why are you playing Thunderstruck? Why
Why? Yeah,
this is not like I get it. It's just not from Mario. I don't know.
it's not Mario. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think we should like with the references. I felt like that was the big like there were moments where like I love the references, but there were like at a quick critical point, I think like with the music, there was moments where it's like I'm laughing because I know this reference. Like it's a laugh out of acknowledgement. There's a happiness out of acknowledgement, which is all like nostalgia, especially with the Mario movie. But just like, oh, I know this, ha! Like I laugh. Like it's not so much as it was a really well executed joke or whatever. It was just more of like, oh, I know that thing, ha! I know Duck Hunt. Like, whoa! Like I feel like
Right.
there was a lot of that in this movie, but it was still fun. Like I still enjoyed seeing. Like yeah, they open up in a pizza restaurant called Punch Out Pizzeria, and that's like and it's like a typical New York like pizza joint with like pictures of boxers on the walls and stuff. But the boxers are all Punch Out characters, which is a classic Nintendo game and franchise.
I
So it
didn't
was like
even
that's
see
just
that part. I
yeah,
completely missed that.
like yeah, it was they were all like if you were a Nintendo fan, pausing like as we talked about with Flushed Away, this is a very pausable movie. If you pause it, you will catch Nintendo references and also just kind of gags in the background.
Or just Toad's face. Dude,
Yes.
his little gremlin face every
The
single
details.
time when he rolls up, okay? When he rolls up in
Right.
his giant car, like after they make the carts and he's just got that stupid grin on his face.
Oh, you love
I
it.
died. Oh,
That's awesome.
Toad.
Very Toad. It's a very pausable movie. Like, yeah, and there's also just so much happening on the screen. So many
Yes.
characters. Just like with the voice list, there's just so much content and characters on the screen that if you pause it, you will catch something that you missed, some sort of joke that you didn't catch. Like there's just so much happening, and I think that's what also just makes this movie fun. It's a big kind of like an I Spy puzzle. Like, oh wait, what's over there? What's over there? Oh gosh, like I know that. I want to know that. Like, what is that? Like, there's so much of that in this film, and that's I feel like one of the big appeals.
I think that's definitely one of the biggest takeaways of it is just they crammed everything they could in, or at least a lot that they could in, like references to about as much as they can. I mean, like Yoshi and like Yoshi's species were like on screen for a couple seconds, and I heard the audience like gasp, like, and And then there's a little end credit scene that may or may not involve an egg.
Yeah.
Maybe a little spoiler alert for that. But yeah, no, they definitely put a lot of references into this movie. It'll be interesting to see if they do make a sequel, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, seeing how successful this is.
Right. Because this is currently the highest grossing movie of 2023. Like the highest grossing video game movie.
Wait, okay, never mind. I was gonna say Avatar, that was last year.
Yeah.
That feels weird, but yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, this is this is the highest grossing movie of 2023, and it should be, I'm sure they'll make a second movie. They're probably already in production of it.
I love it.
But it'll be interesting to see what they do. Like if they keep trying to cram as much as they can in, like
I hope they
or where they kind of go with it. I really hope Waluigi and Wario are in that. I need them on screen. I'm sorry. They need to be characters. They can't just be like, two random Brooklyn guys and then they disappear,
Yeah.
Like, they have to be like authentic, like just terrible human beings, gross, weird. I need that. Super Mario 2. Man. Come on, Nintendo.
It's gross. It's weird. But yeah, I just having more time for each of the characters and elements to shine. Like I think just having more Easter eggs would be great. But yeah, just having more fun with the characters they have access to. Because I feel like there was hints at the fun, and I didn't get to it all.
No, they just touched it. Pressure they touched to a little bit of everything, and then kind of backed away. And you're like, wait, hold on. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to see that. Oh, never mind. They just keep pushing past it. Which part of that could be because it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
And the kids have short attention spans. I mean, I have a short attention span, so it worked. But yeah, So overall, how would you rate this movie, Ben? Any final thoughts?
Like I felt like the theme of the movie is like Mario and Luigi, you can do anything together. You can accomplish whatever dreams or goals you want if you just work hard and believe in yourself and do it together. And I felt like Luigi always being the little brother, he was kind of always in Mario's shadow and he was really dependent on Mario. There is a final ending scene where Luigi kind of sticks up for himself. But I was kind of hoping for more of that, more of an arc with Luigi. But yeah, it was just kind of a basic, as it's a kids movie, Mario learning to believe in himself and overcome a great challenge by having a team of people who support and love each other and wanting to fight for that. It was a very good theme. But very general, basic theme, and I wanted more Luigi.
It wasn't revolutionary.
I wanted more Luigi, just being like, I can stand up for myself too. I'm not just a scared little brother who, because Mario's the hero and he does save the day, but Luigi, he has his moment. He has his moment, but he doesn't really. He's just more of the scared little brother throughout the entire film, and I wanted him to have an arc. I think he could have had more of an arc.
Maybe that'll be the second movie,
That would be great.
Luigi, and all of a sudden Luigi finds a counter Waluigi, and Waluigi's the main villain, and so now he's like, man, I'm trying to be nice to this person who's kind of like me, who has kind of my name.
Ooh.
But like he steps into a portal and makes an opposite version of himself. He turns into Waluigi. I don't know.
Right. Or like Wario and Waluigi are like the perfect team of bad guys, and Mario and Luigi, like they're usually a perfect team, but right now Luigi's not. Like Waluigi and Wario like unravel the team together, and Luigi's starting to feel like I'm always the little brother, I'm always the young one, and then they get they go in an arc together to discover what is their team actually like compared to Wario and Waluigi. And also Yoshi's there, maybe, who knows? See the end credit scene. But yeah, that was just kind of my thing. It's a kids movie. It has a nice general kind of basic message, but I want more Luigi. Give me more Luigi and more Bowser. But yeah, overall review of the film. I would watch it again if it was on TV. I don't know if I would spend money unless like maybe my like younger siblings or not siblings, my younger cousins, or maybe my like older brother. He hadn't seen it, and me and him, we grew up on Mario, so like I think it would be kind of fun to go with him to see the movie. But I don't know if like it's not like this is the greatest movie of all time. I need to see this movie again and again. It's just a fun film to take whoever you want to go with, especially your younger kids. I think they'll get a blast out of it. But it's a good film. It's probably not going to be your favorite film if you I was going to say like over the age of 12.
Yeah, 13-year-olds can't watch this movie.
No, you can't get a kid's meal anymore, and you can't have the Super Mario movie be your favorite movie. But no, it was an enjoyable film. There's definitely some weakness of it, but it's a kid's movie. It's there for fun. Have fun, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably agree too. Like, I would not spend any money to watch it again. If someone was like, hey, I have, insert streaming service here that it's inevitably going to be on, and I want to watch it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, then I'll watch it. I'll watch it again, but I'm not going out of my way to watch it. Sorry, Mario.
I might download the soundtrack though. There's a good possibility.
I might download Peaches.
That will end up on a playlist, and I will listen to that over and over and over again to the end of time.
It's the kind of song that you just hold on like you play on a boombox while you're holding the boombox, standing out in the rain.
Right, it's that song.
Someone, yeah.
It's not the song from Say Anything. No. It's Peaches. Peaches. Well, what are your thoughts on the Super Mario movie or Peaches? Hopefully good things. I don't know. If you're a Nintendo fan, you'll love it. If you're a Sega fan, how dare you? Tell us about it.
Tell us about it on Instagram.
Reach out to us.
Ben Show.
But check it out. Join the bandwagon. Have some fun. Go out to the movies.
Join the bandwagon.
And after you're done, play some Mario. Thank you for listening to the Ben Show, episode 2
of the podcast.
Of the podcast, right?
Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros.
We will see you next time.
Right. I'm gonna say I'm Luigi. You're Mario.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yes. I'm Luigi. Actually, I want to be Bowser. Can you be my Kamek?
I will be your Kamek.
Oh. Okay.
I would love to be your Kamek.